Welcome to this whiteboard session on ISO 9001 implementation. I'm Eugene Daly from Daly & Associates, and we assist organisations and companies to implement ISO 9001 into their respective organisations. There are 6 phases in the implementation process, so let's look at the first phase. And this is where we would have an initial meeting with the business owner or the management team or both, just to get a sense and a feel for where they are vis-a-vis ISO 9001 implementation. Do they actually have a current business management system or a quality management system or not? This is where we would conduct a gap analysis between where the organisation currently lies vis-a-vis ISO 9001 implementation. One of the key requirements of ISO 9001 is that an organisation can meet its customer requirements. And a very effective way of determining how well an organisation meets its customer requirements is to conduct a customer survey. And within that customer survey, we'd be looking for a metric for the levels of measured customer satisfaction, the design and development. And this is where we start to implement ISO 9001 into an organisation. One of the requirements of ISO 9001 is that an organisation considers the internal and external issues that may affect the organisation. This is really getting a snapshot of where the business or organisation currently lies. To do this, we use certain tools, and an effective one is a SWOT analysis. And this is where we would look at the strengths and weaknesses of an organisation which are internal, and we would look at the opportunities and threats of an organisation which are external. Examples of strengths could be the business reputation of an organisation, the quality of its products or services. Weaknesses can include poor management structure, lack of communication within an organisation. And then we look at the external issues, opportunities and threats. Opportunities could be upselling to existing clients. A threat could be competition. Another requirement of ISO 9001 is that an organisation considers the needs and expectations of interested parties. Interested parties are stakeholders in an organisation, and a stakeholder can be defined as somebody or something that can affect or be affected by the organisation. We would help organisations to identify the interested parties and their needs and expectations. ISO 9001 promotes a process-based approach. And most organisations have key processes such as their business development process, their production process, their inventory management process, their procurement process. We assist organisations to identify their key processes and to develop process activity maps or turtle diagrams. ISO 9001 also promotes risk-based thinking. Risk can be defined as the effect of uncertainty on outcomes. What we need to consider with the risks that may affect a business is the likelihood of occurrence and the severity of that occurrence. To this end, we help an organisation to compile a risk register. The risk register identifies key risks for the organisation. It identifies a risk rating in terms of severity and occurrence. It also identifies actions the organisation can take to mitigate that risk. Risk-based thinking also focuses on opportunities that the organisation might exploit. To this end, we actually help them to compile an opportunities register as well. A key element of the learning phase is the transfer of knowledge into an organisation. To this end, we look at 2 areas. We look at the business planning process and we look at the quality policy and quality objectives. Within the context of the business planning process, what we try to create is an integrated company where all noses are pointing in the same direction. Everybody understands where the organisation is going, its intended results, and the strategic direction of the organisation. Quality is very, very important from an ISO 9001 perspective. And to this end, we need to identify key quality objectives that determine us meeting our customer requirements. In the learning phase, it is very important that the organisation identifies and communicates its quality objectives. Examples of a quality objective could be to achieve a certain level of measured customer satisfaction. So our objective here could be, say, 95% measured customer satisfaction. So we would get that metric from conducting customer surveys and trying to ensure that we are meeting customer requirements and attempting to exceed customer expectations. Another quality objective could be on time, on cost delivery at 97%. That means for every 100 jobs that we do, 97 of them are delivered on time and on cost. One of the key things we help organizations to do is to integrate how they actually run their business management system, with the requirements of ISO 9000 2015. So really what we're doing is we're integrating the business management system with the quality management system, so the quality management system becomes how they actually operate their business. A key element of this is conducting monthly management meetings. This is one of the value adds that we give to businesses, and it improves dramatically how they actually effectively manage their business. Phase 5 is verification that our quality management system is fully implemented and operational within the organization. There are 4 areas that we look at in terms of verifying that the quality management system is meeting customer requirements, its intended results, and the strategic direction of the organization. Metrics are very important. There's an old adage, what gets measured gets managed. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. So we need to identify metrics for our key processes, and we need to monitor and measure results from these metrics. An important element of ISO 9001 is non-conformance and non-conformance reporting. This is to identify certain non-conformances, whether it's our outputs, whether it's not meeting customer requirements. In this phase, we need to verify that our quality management system is fully operational, implemented, and it's achieving the desired results. That is, meeting our customer requirements, exceeding customer expectations, meeting statutory and regulatory requirements, achieving the organization's intended outputs, and it's in tune with the strategic direction of the organization. To verify this, firstly, we need to identify metrics for our key processes. The second area we look at is non-conformances and non-conformance reporting. The third area is conducting internal audits, which we help an organization achieve. And the fourth area is a management review of the quality management system, which we also facilitate. The final phase is ISO 9000 2015 certification. This is where we assist organizations with the application process to a third-party certification body who can award ISO 9000 2015 certification. Along with the application process, we also help them with stage 1 and stage 2 registration audits. For organizations that are interested in achieving ISO 9001 certification, Daly & Associates offer a free 2-hour coaching session. If you're interested in achieving ISO 9001, why don't you give it a try? Contact us via the website or call me directly on 087 919 6467.